Another stream done. Another episode done. What's going on, everybody? Kachi back at it again. And yes, I was in the freaking chat in the stream with that LOLCOW live shit and trying to find a new host and all this other stuff. And man, of course, Keem brought in people, auditioning them. They only had like a minute to state their claims, and a number of people came on. You know, they got their statements out, they got their takes and all that stuff as far as why they should be the newest LOLCOW and all that other stuff. And I was like, this person's alright, and then you had a squeaker come in, and then another person just start complaining, acting a fool. I think you just wanted that 5 seconds or 5 to 10 seconds of fame, and then Keem would just freaking kick them. It's like, we don't need that. But there was a number of people that came in, and it was interesting. And boy, oh boy, it started getting interesting. First off, Boogie got exposed. Remember a couple of streams ago with the whole faking cancer shit, and once he got exposed and he admitted, like, yeah, obviously, you know, he don't got cancer and all that other stuff. He said that he was gonna sell his stuff. It's gonna be in storage. He said he can't look at it anymore, so it's a blank room. You see just a blank backdrop and all this other stuff. Come to find out, a person who came and did the audition, as far as give that minute, as far as why should he be the newest LOLCOW, and he got into detail as far as, like, you know, look to the left, which is Boogie's right, and you can see some of the stuff that is there. He exposed Boogie right there, cause again, lied as far as, oh, I sold my stuff, it's in storage. BS. It was just on the side. You could have he had his camera at a certain angle where he could shift it away from all of that stuff that he had in his background for so many years to make you believe that he sold the stuff, it's in storage. BS. It wasn't no goddamn storage. It was there the whole time. You actually believe that he was gonna sell all that stuff, considering how much some of the stuff is actually worth, knowing that he probably grinded for it, bought it, keep it there, keep it nice and fresh, to all of a sudden, you know, let me see if I can sell this or put it in storage. Go, I can't look at it. Baloney. Then he tried to make a case talking about, oh, you know, this, you know, I took it down. This, I took it down. Yeah, he took it down just because the stream is live. Then he puts it right back up. Get out of here, man. It got so funny right there. It's like, you know, they try to bring him back, but, you know, I think throughout the Discord, they kept kicking people and all that stuff. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even know much about the whole Discord thing. I think, who else said about that as well, too? I think another person came in, I believe his name is Grim, I believe. I think they've been trying to get him on a whole bunch of times, trying to give him a chance. So a number of people came on. It was like Grim. When I saw Blade, I was like, I kind of think I know where this is going, where it came to the whole new host. But steer away from that. So once that happened with Boogie, it's like, okay, Boogie. I think Keem gave him a punishment, which is like, you gotta date a big fat girl, and you have to make it to first base. So he was like, hell no, I ain't doing that, because some point next year, I believe, Boogie wants to propose to his girlfriend Desi to marry him. All right, so he's like, I ain't doing that. This is where it got interesting, and this is where I was. Let me just message in the chat. I was like, yo, I'm going in on this one. So Keem is calculated. He knows what he's doing. He's a complete asshole right here, and I know it. I sense it, man, because I've been following this guy for so many years, even throughout the whole FAG days and all the other stuff leading up to this point. I've been watching this dude. He is an asshole, but he's calculated. Look what he just did here. Throughout the auditions, right? Obviously, people already know when it came to Jordy and the whole page 5 thing with his search history got leaked. So now he's into the whole she-male BBC blowjob as far as with that, because the whole history came right now. He got one trans person come in, trans woman. So of course he got to explain to himself as far as like, you know, try to defend as far as with the whole trans thing and all that other stuff with one person who came in who's a trans. And I was like, yo, Keem's an asshole. He's an asshole. Then once that part kind of went and people were in the chat spamming and stuff, I was like, bruh. Then people was like, okay, Wings, we already know. It's like, yeah, you into trans. And he'd be like, no, I'm not. But he's curious. It seemed like he would get off on that. Because it's like, well, damn, it's like he going into detail as far as how they look, the jawline, how they look so curved. I was like, man, even Keem had to go in on this dude. Now, it gets interesting later on because Keem brought another trans woman into the interview, give the whole minute and change. Oh boy, it got even worse. Like, Wing still trying to defend himself, and now this trans woman coming in, and when he actually came on, Wings kind of, it seemed like he smiled a little bit. I was like, what the hell? He smiled. I was like, oh, here goes another trans woman, and it's like, now, Keem and everybody, Keem's reaction is like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? So he was like, let me get this straight. Do you like trans women? Trans women? He said no, but there was a little hesitation there. And then he started going into detail as far as, you know, the cute penis size and how they look, jawline, and all. And Keem was like, ugh. Then I was like, oh my god. I was like, Wings, you just literally coming out of the closet right now at this point. Because Keem brought the second trans person in here just to expose even more stuff out of you. And it's like, Wings was like, I don't think he was really smart or even knew what was going on. And it's like, of course he ain't gonna know what's going on. I'll be like, yo, Wings at times is just so goddamn stupid. It is like, ugh. Then a little bit towards the end, even Wings try to convince Keem as far as these two people. Who would you rather have sex with? One with a vagina but looks that's a woman but turned into a guy, or this person who's a guy but is trans into a woman. And dude, he was like, I'm doing the person with the vagina. I'm like, if anybody were to even ask me, I'll be like, dude, I would rather mess with an ugly girl with messed up teeth. I'm still doing that because that's a girl right there. I ain't messing with no person that has the same tools as me. Nope, sorry. And Keem is like, he's like, why are we even doing this? And then he started looking at pictures. He's like, oh my goodness. It's like Keem just completely shut down Wings like instantly, because he's like, Wings got exposed and he's trying to bring other people into the fray when it comes to the whole trans thing. I was like, dude, you like trans women. So now Keem gives him a punishment, which is like, dude, you gotta go out with a trans woman and make it to home base. Now, of course, he keeps using to his defense, like, oh, I'm married. Even that people don't even believe, because at times people saying that, yo, Kelly ain't married to you. You just use her as your substitute grandma. So it's like, man, it's like, yo, the whole scenario, when it boiled down to it, when they try to find a new host, you can't even really say it's scripted, but the way it was going, it was like, you kind of have an idea as far as who they are going to pick. Because when I saw Blade, I was like, it's probably a given. They probably want to see Blade because, you know, he ain't fat like Boogie or Jordy, but he is just as messed up as those guys. as far as situation wise. But Blade is trying to get to a better place, you know, as far as not drinking and all that stuff. So it's fine, but based off of his situation and all that stuff, it seemed like, as Keem said, like, you know, you're disqualified. Then you have other people that were coming on. I think some person called Camelot. And this other person, Shallow or Shadow. So there were a number of good people coming in, but it's like, yo, Boogie and Wings both got exposed for their stuff. And I'm like, Wings got exposed so bad, it was like, bruh, you like trans women. You like them. All right? And, you know, I bet you, the next stream that Wings do, I bet you, people gonna bring up trans women, page 5 again. Hey, you like them BBC, don't you? You like them BBC trans women, right? And then they go talk about as far as what size do you like, Wings? I bet you they gonna do it. People in chat, they gonna do it. I ain't gonna say nothing. Because when it does happen, I'll be like, of course I was right. Because based off of this live stream that just finished and ended, people gonna talk about Wings. Because it's like, bro, Key brought those two trans women for a reason. Just because of the whole page 5 shit. Because he was so intrigued by that. It's like, you like trans women. And of course, Wings will be like, no, I'm not. I'm not attracted to them. Yeah, he's not attracted to them, but of course at night he will go to Bing or some kind of he'll go to Bing and look up certain terms or certain videos when it's related to that. Like, okay. Whatever floats your boat, buddy. And then he would try to convince you as far as, oh, so you don't like this. Oh, you don't like that. You know, that's a good looking guy right there. That's a trans woman. Like, yo, Wings just dug himself such a deep hole with this shit. And he will try to convince you as the number of streams that will happen that, oh, I'm not attracted to trans women and all that other stuff. I'm not into trans. Oh my goodness. But, I mean, what do you guys think when it comes to it? Because that freaking stream was funny as hell, even though they were trying to find a new host, but Keem knew what he was doing. He just wanted to expose, well, technically Boogie exposed himself. Well, he got exposed by that one guy, which is Ken, but he exposed Wings much more by bringing those two trans women onto the damn show to try and get it out of Wings that, yeah, you like trans women. You like them. Even the second one that came on, he was like, yeah, you like them. You like us. Mm-hmm. And then he starts going into detail once they left. It's like, come on, man. I mean, damn. Oh, well, I'm married. But yeah, you're on the internet looking up trans BBC blowjobs. Jesus. So that's all it is for me, man. Let me know what you guys think, man. It is just, whew.